Question for Nick. You've a 150 million new ferry coming on Dublin Holyhead in May of next. What will be the impact of Brexit on big investment like that?
Well, it really depends on the border, what's negotiated down the road with the border. But if there's a hard border and there's delays, then that could be disrupt the whole schedule. But it wouldn't just be a transport issue, that could delay then the whole sort of the economic impact could be massive. I mean, at the moment, any night there'd be about 400 trucks coming off the ferries into Holyhead. So if there was a 30-second delay for customs, that'd be about 3 hours 20 minutes. And 7 kilometres or so of trucks, they would be backed up to the ferry. The ferry wouldn't be able to discharge, so there'd be just a complete bottleneck. I suppose going back in the 90s when there was customs, it was much smaller volumes. It's maybe a quarter of the volume of trucks travelling. So now there isn't the infrastructure or the land to hold the trucks. So I mean, if there is a hard border and there's customs, that could be disastrous, not only for the transport sector, but it would mean that, economically there'd be delays. I think Turkey has an example where, trucks can be delayed 8 to 10 hours getting in and out of the country, and that adds a whole additional cost. I mean, at the moment, the likes of M&S have sandwiches delivered in the morning, they come in on our ferry, they're on the shelves, they're sold at lunchtime, the trucks go back out at lunchtime, and it's just, just in time. But if you start to have a 3 or 4 hour delay at the border, that kind of distribution doesn't work.
And you need to turn it around in what time?
We typically turn the ferries around 2.5 hours. So we don't physically have the place to put the trucks. So I suppose what we'd be looking for is a seamless border. So the stuff would be electronically cleared beforehand. So you'd need an investment in IT and in computers. So the people who would be moving the goods would provide a manifest to us and to the tax and customs people, and they could have spot checks and say, oh yeah, we'll check 5 or 10% of trucks, but the majority of people would declare beforehand. I suppose a bit like with the airlines, if you're going to Spain, you declare beforehand your name, your passport, so you set up some kind of a system. Now, as far as we're aware, there'd be a lot of investment needed in that. There's a similar system for non-EU goods coming into Europe. So at the moment there is a system whereby you can get electronic clearance of goods before they arrive. But I don't think there's the capacity within that for what would be required if Britain were to put in a hard border.
Hotel prices are generally driven by market demand, like any product and service.